jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. You know, I had to come over here for the 30 days before this 3-time undisputed title reign. It's imminent. I don't know if you all understand that this situation is much bigger than what happened just right 2 years ago. Yes, y'all remember that. If y'all don't remember, I will bring it to your attention because a lot of you all have felt some type of way about me continuing to talk about this. And it's up to my duty as a content creator to remind you all of what's about to happen September 13th. Now, listen, the dates are different. The T-Mobile Massacre was July 29, 2023. All right. The next priority of events is within 30 days from now. 30 days. Yes, there's residue. We have celebrated the 2-year commemoration of the T-Mobile Massacre because it was absolutely imperative that we recognize the greatness of Terence Bud Crawford and what he did to Errol Spence Jr. Now, we have to change it over to the task at hand. We remember. Just a little bit to let you understand 30 days are upon us. We remember. Thank God we remember. If you didn't, these were some of the steel frame money shots taken during that violent assault on July 29th, 2023. Look at that left hand land right on that jaw. Chick up, you know. And it's boxing at the end of the day. Like I said, we're getting past what Crawford did, how he did it, and the reason for him doing it like that. Because it was so many people that just wasn't thinking about boxing no more. They was just so freaking personal. It wasn't about boxing. They wanted to talk about all the other things that sound like broken strings, y'all. All the freaking time, broken strings. He moving funny. He doing bad business. Errol did all the heavy lifting. He ain't fought nobody. I mean, god damn. I mean, these are grown adults up here saying the same thing every freaking week leading up to the fight. But if you didn't catch it, I need to make you aware of something. We're 30 days out, people. They say it's 30 days in the month. And we 30 days out. We 30 days out in the window for which we count down September 13th for that Omaha Monsters return. Yeah. He got rid of Madrimov. Then a lot of boxing politics and business start happening. You know, people was talking about his weight classes for a reason. You know, we heard the back and forth, right? The chitter chatter. We heard that. We heard so-called hardcore boxing fans coming up with all these lame, limp excuses, all because they didn't want to see that Omaha Monster back in the ring again against somebody to the name of Canelo Alvarez. It is 30 days out and they can't do shit about it. Just like they couldn't do shit about the onslaught, the violent affliction that went on at the T-Mobile Arena, they're not going to be able to do anything come next month. The Omaha Monster's back, y'all. 30 days to 3-time undisputed, goddammit. We've seen it. Us, Terence Crawford supporters, we've seen this go down already when he picked up 2-time undisputed. I thought I would have to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped because they say, sir, why did you eat 15 different types of fish? Who told you that? That would be smart. And then the red snapper, you know it has all those bones in it. Come back, what were you doing? I said, I was just in the moment. And then you blend that in with some alcohol, right? And me just being happy that them L-sexuals banished, torn apart, ripped to shreds. I was just enjoying myself. But I'll do better next time. I'll do better. I won't celebrate for days upon days upon days upon days. Okay? I damn near got my fishing license revoked because I'm down there catching fish, skinning it, cleaning them, and throwing them on the fire and eating it. But this is different right here. Now I'm be sipping on some margaritas. Fajitas. Yeah. We're going to sit up here and plan this accordingly. The celebration is going to be different. I already ordered the mariachi bands. We're going to have them come over there and play some music the whole fight. The whole fight. I'm just going to sit there with pictures and pictures upon pictures. Top shelf margaritas. I'm going to toast. I'm going to have my tequila on deck. I'm going to sit back. And people going to say, hey, Combat, how did you get in the arena with all that and the mariachi band? Don't worry about that. You're asking too many questions. Don't worry about that. I talked it over with the right people. I think that's a little bit, just rubbing. And the main event hasn't happened yet. It's happened, but you just haven't seen it. It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. That's all. It happened. You just haven't seen it play out yet. Okay? 30 days is on deck, goddammit. Whether you want to believe it or not, you can't stop 30 from where it's about to go down September 13th. You can't stop it, man. All the back and forth about whether Terence Crawford has what it takes to step in there 2 weight divisions higher. And then Turkey make the fight. Shout out to Turkey. Big Turk came through, gave Canelo what he wanted. But what they say, people, they say all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money, Nello. You got your 150. And you about to come off those belts. So what's going to have more value in the end? I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say the belts is going to have more value because the money is going to have more value when it stretches out in the account. No doubt about it. But let me just add a layer of what's the L word to go with layer? Legacy. When it comes down to legacy and Terence is able to scoop the belts up and once again hand Canelo his 3rd loss. It's not like Canelo hasn't lost to a black fighter before. He dared, he dared to challenge himself, and he did what he had to do at the time. But I will say this one more again. The reason why Terence Crawford's run at Canelo is much more special is because of this. Canelo was considered to be of green color, olive. A tyro, which is considered to be a novice. So therefore, if he was considered to be a novice, those skills would have had to improve by now, y'all. Am I right or wrong? This is the best Canelo. I don't want to hear he was fighting since he was 15 when he was a way high little chap. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear unqualified doctors talking about, well, just put it this way. With the fight camp's 15 years old, he probably only have 8% cartilage left in his kneecaps. I don't want to hear none of that. Because you all said that Crawford legs look gone in there with Madrimov. So what I want to hear in the next 30 days, else I'm putting all you haters on papers. What I want to do, I want to hear something good about Terence Crawford. I don't want to hear, Canelo knees. You was sitting ringside and heard some popping. You thought it was freaking popcorn going on. Somebody had a microwave. No. I want to hear some goodness. I want to hear some positivity about Bud Crawford taking this fight September 13th. I want to hear you all come up with different topics. Yeah, not the same old raggedy topics. Not the same cantankerous topics. I want you to talk about how Terence Bud Crawford would be remembered for his defeat over Saul Canelo Alvarez. How would he be remembered? And then what makes it even more interesting, y'all, especially to the haters that's always telling me I be talking a lot of shit, right? But how do you know I'm talking shit if you ain't listening? Anyway, I just want to put this out there. Like, how would Bud Crawford be remembered when he dispersed of Canelo Alvarez? I was expecting a lot more of you all to be out here defending Saul Canelo Alvarez's honor. I haven't seen it. It's almost like you all are somewhat frightened to engage this conversation. I don't want to hear nothing about no resumes. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Now we at the 30-day mark. We're not talking about no goddamn resumes. I don't want to hear shit about no resumes no more. I want you to go into your book of imagination. I want you to tell, like I do, how this fight is going to play out in your own imagination. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear the same banal type scenarios. Oh, you're gonna start the fight. Canelo gonna throw a 2. He gonna punch Crawford in the left deltoid. Crawford deltoid is gonna start. He's gonna get traumatized by it. It's gonna start throbbing. Crawford's gonna take one knee like Tank. The ref ain't gonna see it. The crowd gonna start booing. No. I want you to use your imagination on how this fight is going to play out. Just use your imagination. Pick who you're going to pick to win and use your imagination and become creative with it. Not the same usual predictive type. Oh man, it's going to be all about this punch. Canelo going to do this. I don't want to hear what these fighters have done before. It makes no sense at this point. You should be talking about certain areas of, highlighting your fighter and saying what your fighter is going to do to the other fighter in the most disrespectful way and keep it boxing. Like, Terence Bud Crawford allowing himself to bless Canelo on the end of his gloves and what we consider baptizing. When Crawford baptizes Canelo at the end of his gloves and the referee has to come in and perform a memorial/retirement ceremony for freaking Saul Canelo Alvarez. Yes, that's going to be incredible. And I'm going to sprint down to the ring and help the ref count. The ref is say 2. I'm going to be on 6. Yes, I am. I'm going to be on 6. 7, 8. I'm going to make sure I use my command voice as I did in the military and help the referee count. Now, I don't plan on getting removed out the ring. Why? Because on that night, hold on for a second, y'all. People so touchy. All am I doing is giving a 30-day update. Damn. Stop being so touchy. It's not the first time that I've been on here giving updates. I did it with freaking Spence Crawford, and this is no different. This is no different. But what I was saying about creativity, using your imaginary line of sight, extend as far as you possibly go, man. Create that space, man. Insert imagination, your thoughts. Do whatever it takes instead of the same old, so-and-so don't have this, so-and-so don't have that. Make it interesting. Learn how to tell a story. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm going to tell mine. I just look at it like this: the Omaha Monster, 13 September, 30 days, 3-time undisputed. It's going to be bad. We get to see the referee serenade and give a / eulogy to Canelo Alvarez's career, because look, when Crawford become 3-time undisputed, he really don't have to do anything else. Like, apart from the interviews and everything and the media tour, it's really nothing else he has to do. I'm just curious to know how the celebration is going to go in Omaha, Nebraska. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what Omaha's planning this time. And you might say I'm overthinking the process and all that. No, I'm just saying I'm looking ahead. I'm being proactive planning here. Is it unreasonable or unfair for me to speak of Canelo slightly losing conscious for the count and waking up and say, what happened? Is it that far-fetched? It's not that far-fetched, people. We got 30 days to the fighter that you say was too small. He's not ready for the weight class and all this other stuff. It's 30 days before we start to see, before we get closer and closer to the Allegiant Stadium, Vegas, old stomping grounds of Terence Crawford. The souls of the aerosexuals will be there in Vegas. You think they all left? They didn't make it past Death Valley. A lot of them bet their whole entire savings. They made a one-way trip because they thought for sure Spence was going to win and they was going to collect. Folklore says that at least 60 to 70% of aerosexual fans, their souls remain in Vegas. That's why it's so empty now. That's what they say. They say it has been a ghost town since July 29, 2023. That's why it haven't been the way it was. They used to be. It's not because of the president. It's because of what Terence Boy Crawford did. That exactly what he did. What he did was clearly banish an entire fan base. And they're stuck over there in Vegas, man. But see, the one positive aspect I can bring to the light is that at least for September 13th, they don't have to purchase a ticket. They're already there. They're already there. All they have to do is enter the arena because they can't be seen. Enter the arena and see the return of the very same mercenary that took their souls to begin with. I mean, come on, man. It hasn't been that long. It's a little over 2 years. They get to enter for free and watch Terence Bud Crawford go in there and fight Canelo Alvarez. But I know what they're doing. They're going in there with a sense of happiness because they believe they will be reincarnated. That's what they believe. And I'm here to tell you that's not happening. That's not happening, aerosexuals. Your resident will remain in Vegas. You all did not plan accordingly. And that's that. Right now, Terence is moving up 2 weight classes, goddammit. And just like you all witnessed him pick up second undisputed, you about to witness him pick up three-time undisputed. 3-time undisputed. 3x undisputed. 3-time undisputed. I know they hating y'all. They get over here and they want to hate so bad. They want to say, oh man, I'm really gonna show combat love. I just want Canelo to have the best outing ever. I don't think his best outing ever is gonna be enough, y'all. Okay, so let me go over here to the hottest chat in the MF game. Let me go over here for a minute. Okay. Shout out to Haynes Legacy in the building. This man, Big Nello, on what and not playing around, not taking Bud serious. Big mistake. Not that's easy money t-shirt. Gonna write next to the Smoking on Bud t-shirt. Gonna have a special signing Forgotten Foes. They still messing around with t-shirt their Haynes. They didn't learn their lesson the first time. You trying to tell me they are back at it again? Huh? Stickum Boys Fishing and Sport. What's good, man? 30 days on deck, man. Haynes Legacy in the building. What's good, man? Good to see you on deck. Mike in the building. Carlos in the building. I see the hottest chat in the game is on deck once again. I get some grace. I've been here since you sent the notification. I tried. Hey, man. Okay, we're going to let bygones be bygones, man. But sometimes when you call somebody up, you got to be willing to set the standard. Hold that standard, yo. Errol did all the heavy lifting. Yet Bud was doing all the heavy lifting the night of July 29th. Facts. Facts. Talk to him. I work Sundays, but I made sure to request that day off because I ain't sleeping after Bud hand get raised. No doubt. No doubt. Yes, sir. That's where we at with it. W says, make sure you have some Modelo and okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Bill's Boot Camp on deck. What it do, man? Blue Hustle in the building. What up, WCS and the hottest chat? At it again. Let's go. Yeah, this is only a short one. I had to come on here and do my 30-day countdown, man, because it's about to get dirty. They trying to see what they trying to act like the fight don't exist. Because they can't stop the fight. So then they trying to act like the fight don't exist. I don't know why they're acting like that. You know, it's a little bit of too much juvenility going on, in my opinion. Why are you acting like this? Don't y'all call yourselves hardcore boxing fans? Why are you acting so bad, man? Your behavior is so bad. Why? You know why, man? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. But see, what's good about it is that the only ones I actually care about that listen to the freaking live stream of 30 days out is the ones that was on the right side of glory. The ones that supported Terence Crawford when he went in there July 29th, and the one that's about to go in here again September 13th, which is 30 days out. We're still on the right side, man. A lot of us are still a little bit. We're suffering the effects of all the fish and the liquor and the recreational drinks and the beverages that we was consuming. Yes, we're still suffering a little bit of a hangover with that, but it's a good hangover. It's a good hangover. I'm just a little puzzled as to why there's not enough talk about this fight. Is it that they're feeling some type of way? Like they believe that Crawford actually has a chance? I think that's what it is. I think it's already a reality. I think the way they see it is that they're hoping Canelo once again went over to Mexico and had a couple of burgers. That's what I think. They hoping that he went over there and had a couple of burgers. Yeah. That's all. A couple of steaks. Beefaroni. Yes. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, that's what they're hoping. They're hoping Canelo come in here and have a little extra help in his system, just like his stablemates. That's all. But one thing we do know for sure is that we will be celebrating these last days, the countdown to fight week, where we can see the one and only Omaha Monster make history once again. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. Another time, another place, man. Omaha Monster, 3-time undisputed.